What's up everyone, this is Shukesh Bonik from Gadgets Portal and today I'm going to unbox this very special Samsung Galaxy A5. The specialty of this device is it's the first Samsung phone with a full metal body. There are 14 Indian languages supported and I have here the midnight black variant. There are 3 more color choices. You have silver, white and pink. The internal storage is 16GB, which is not bad, and the display is the premium Super AMOLED. The thickness of the phone is only 6.7mm and you can take selfies with the gesture of your hand. This new Galaxy A5 is also a dual SIM phone. Here are some specs. I'll talk about these later on in this review. The price of the phone on the box is 30,000 rupees, but don't worry, you can get this at around 25,000 rupees, that is approximately $410. So now let's get started with the unboxing. Well, the black variant of this Galaxy A5 is looking damn good. It's just like a black slab and the matte finish on the back, the metal frame with chamfered shiny edges and extremely slim profile are making this device one of the best looking devices in the market at this moment. And I'm really happy that Samsung has finally got rid of the old plasticky, boring, repetitive design, and now this phone is as stylish as the HTC and Sony devices. I'll give you a tour of the exterior ports. Let's first find out what's inside the box. First of all, you get the user manual and also some extra earbuds of different sizes. The headset here is of very premium quality with 3.5mm headphone jack, gold plated, and the remote here has got a volume rocker and the button for answering and rejecting calls and also for controlling music. I have used this headphone before and I'm telling you the bass and the clarity is quite good. The next thing you get is the SIM card ejector pin, because the back panel is sealed and you have to install the SIM cards and the microSD card with the help of a tray. This is the standard data cable, also for using as the charging cable. Here is the charger brick and it's a 5V charger. The USB port is still on the side, which could be on the back side for saving space on the switchboard. Well, that's all inside the box. Now let's get rid of these things here and show you the device. There you go guys, the new Samsung Galaxy A5, and let's first remove the sticker. As I mentioned before, this is a beautiful phone with modern sleek design and this resembles iPhone 5 or 5S. I have with me iPhone 6, which is one of the best looking full metal devices, but interestingly this Galaxy A5 is even slimmer than the iPhone 6. The A5 has also got greater screen to body ratio than the iPhone 6. The back panel of A5 is matte finished, whereas iPhone 6 is slightly shiny. To let you get an idea about the white variant of A5, I have here a white Galaxy A3. If you ask me, I'll say both look really great, especially the white color looks very bright and the black looks very elegant from the front when the screen is off. So it's totally up to you. I liked both of these color variants. Now I have here a Galaxy S5 with the old design and you can see the corners are rounded on the S5 and it's thick, plasticky, shiny and doesn't look pricey at all. There is a huge difference in the build quality as well. Though the back of Galaxy S5 doesn't look bad, but still I prefer the matte finish on the Galaxy A5. So this new design from Samsung is surely going to boost the popularity of the company. Now at the front you get the 5" Super AMOLED display with HD, that is 1280 by 720 pixels resolution at 294 ppi, which is decent for a mid-range or higher mid-range device, and one hand handling of this device might not be great for smaller hands. If you have a medium or large sized hand, then you will surely love the huge display. This is the home button with back and multitasking capacitive keys. At the top you get the ear speaker grill and the front facing camera camera is a 5 megapixel fixed focus camera with full HD recording, and it has some special features for selfie. There is no LED notification light here, and you have got both proximity and ambient light sensors. Well, at the top there is a marking that this is a 4G LTE capable phone. This hole is for noise cancelling secondary microphone. At the bottom you get the 3.5mm headphone jack along with charging as well as data syncing port, and here you get the primary microphone. The right side of the phone features the volume rocker, which is metal built and has shiny edges. On the left there you get the power key. Now there are two trays here. First one is for the microSD card, and this also works as the SIM card 2 slot. Let me show you. You can install either microSD card or SIM2, not both at the same time. That means when you are using the microSD card, this phone is basically a single SIM phone. You can install the SIM1 here. So that's a very important thing you should keep in mind before getting this device. Also, don't lose the SIM ejector pin and the trays here. The rear camera here is a 13 megapixel shooter with full HD recording, and the lens is actually protruding from the base, so the phone might wobble on flat surface. This can also damage the lens glass, so you should consider installing a hard case. This is the loudspeaker grill, and on the left you get the LED flash, which is very big and might be very powerful. As you know, I will upload the camera samples into my website gadgetsportal.in and also into my Facebook page facebook.com/gadgetsportal. Now let's switch on the device and show you the display quality and of course the user interface. To give you a better idea about the interface, I have actually used this phone for a while before making this video. So let's get started and give you a quick tour of the software features. There you go guys, the lock screen of the new A5, and there is a new unlocking effect on this A5 which I like a lot. Now the icons are looking slightly different, though I haven't installed any third-party launcher. There is a new theme support on the phone, and I'll talk about that later on. Let's first change the wallpaper to show you the real capability of the display. Well, now you can really see the color rendering of the display. It's extremely colorful, punchy, and compared to Galaxy S5 it's almost identical. The 294 ppi of A5 is more than enough, you are never going to complain, but if you compare it side by side with a full HD or quad HD display, then only you can see the difference. The viewing angles are the best you can find on any device. So overall, the display quality of Galaxy A5 will be great for watching movies, playing games, and I think 5 inches display size is the standard for a smartphone. Now before installing any application, let me show you the RAM, storage, etc. The OS version on this phone is 4.4.4 KitKat, which is still the latest version except the Nexus devices. Next, let me check the storage as well. It's officially 16 gig, but out of the box you are getting 11.26 gig, which is not bad actually. In fact, I got much less on other 16 gig devices like the Galaxy S5. Now the RAM on this phone is surprisingly 2 gig. Before installing any application, I am getting around 1.3 gig free. The used RAM is only 613 MB. The scenario is even better than the flagship Galaxy S5, and Galaxy Note 4 with 3 gig of RAM also got this amount of free RAM. Of course, after using this device for a while, the RAM usage will increase, so I'll discuss about this again on the full in-depth review. So make sure you subscribe and keep in touch for the upcoming videos. Now, as I mentioned before, there is a skin or theme on the interface. You can change this just by pressing and holding and going to this theme option. Let's get back to the original one. There you go, the simple touch with user interface you are used to see. Now let me just give you a quick overview of the interface, and the dialer here is the typical Samsung dialer with a video calling option. And next, let me show you the messaging experience with the Samsung keyboard. Now you can obviously use the continuous input, which is the fastest way of writing, and on this huge 5 inches display it's not an issue if you are used to large displays. Otherwise you might have to get used to this. Now let me show you some important settings of this keyboard. Looks like it's the full-fledged Samsung keyboard with all its features. For example, you have got my hotkeys, that is, you can assign some text or frequently used phrases to the numerical keys, and from here you can enable continuous input, cursor control, etc. Moreover, you also get a handwriting touchpad, that is, you can practically write on the screen, and the handwriting recognition of Samsung devices are excellent, best in the market, and also you can use some gestures. Let me quickly give you a demo of this handwriting window. You can edit the text after writing. For example, you can overwrite, you can also separate two words and also concatenate them. For a new line you can input enter just with a gesture like this. So with these gestures, handwriting experience on this Galaxy A5 is very user friendly. So though this is a higher mid-range device, this features almost all the features of Galaxy S5 and even lots of features of Galaxy Note 4. Now let me quickly give you a demo of the camera, which is brilliant 13 megapixel in resolution, and the shutter is almost instantaneous. The focusing is also very fast, and there are lots of modes. For example, there is a dedicated rear camera selfie mode, which is very handy for taking portraits with the rear camera, and you can also create GIF from here. Let me show you the resolution, which is 13 megapixel in 4:3 only, and the front facing 5 megapixel camera is one of the main reasons you should get this phone. You can take selfies with the gesture of your hand. You can also record full HD videos with this camera. You can also apply beauty face, that is, you can airbrush your faces and also apply some other effects. Interestingly, the rear camera does not have this beauty face, which is kind of disappointing. I will talk about the quality of the camera in the in-depth reviews, so keep in touch, and you can check the camera samples on my website gadgetsportal.in and also on my Facebook page facebook.com/gadgetsportal. These are the preloaded applications, typical Samsung apps, and there is a studio app, that is, you can edit your photos and videos within the phone, and Galaxy A5 also supports FM radio and S-Voice voice assistance. That's all here, and let me just quickly show you the music player to check the capability of the loudspeaker. Well, the loudspeaker is quite loud and clear, enough for indoor, and I'll not say it's extraordinarily loud, but louder than a lot of devices in the market. Let's quickly check the browsing experience as well. This is a 4G device, so if you get 4G connection, then you will get amazing speed. I am currently using Wi-Fi and the site loaded very fast without any issue. Now let's check our website gadgetsportal.in. If you don't use continuous input, then you might have to use two hands. Well, that was quite fast, and the site is actually still loading. There you go. Well, the scrolling is slightly laggy. Pinch to zoom is very fast, there is no issue here, and I think the scrolling lag is gone now. The browsing experience on this Galaxy A5 is as good as any premium Samsung phone. It's flawless, and 5 inches display size is also large enough for convenient browsing. Well guys, now let's quickly check the features of this Galaxy A5, and here on the notification panel you can see almost all the premium features of Samsung from their flagships, and you also get this multi-window feature, that is, you can split the display into two and run two applications simultaneously. It's very handy for comparing two websites, for watching movies and texting at the same time, and you might be familiar with this. It's one of the most popular features of Samsung. Now you also get the ultra power saving mode, which is the most useful feature here, and when you are running out of battery you can enable this and get the most of this Super AMOLED device with the help of this black and white theme. This A5 also supports NFC, Smart Stay, normal power saving mode, and most importantly private mode, that is your private data can be hidden with a password. You also get quick connect and S Finder here. So this Galaxy A5 has got almost all the premium features, which is really great to see on a 25,000 rupees phone. Only the display resolution is 720p, otherwise almost all the features of Galaxy S5 are here. In fact, the display resolution is not bothering me at all. You will surely love this colorful display. Let me also just check some important settings. In the SIM card manager you get this smart dual SIM option, that is you can get calls from the SIM 2 even when you are busy on the SIM 1. There are few motion and gestures supported as well. I will talk about this in the full review. There is also a safety assistance service, that is if you are in danger you can just triple tap the power key and the phone will send an emergency message to your emergency contact number with your recorded audio and also your image from the front camera. Well, we are almost at the end of this unboxing and hands-on review. My first impression of this Galaxy A5 is extremely good. 25,000 rupees launching price for this device is I think reasonable compared to other Samsung devices, and the price may go down to around 20,000 rupees within few months. The build quality, look and design of this phone is excellent, and what I can say, this is the best high mid-range device at this moment, even at 25,000 rupees considering the cool Samsung features. The processing power of this phone is also decent, though could have been slightly better. It's running on 1.2 GHz quad-core Cortex A53 chip, which is basically a 64-bit chip, and the chipset is Qualcomm Snapdragon 410. The GPU is Adreno 306, and overall this should be enough for playing most of the hardcore games. Well guys, that's all in this review. Keep in touch and don't forget to subscribe for the upcoming full in-depth review on this Galaxy A5. You can also check my exclusive gaming channel at youtube.com/gadgetsportalplay. Camera samples can be found on my Facebook page and also on my website. If your budget is low, then you can also check Galaxy A3, which is another metal phone from Samsung. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Shukesh Bonik and have a nice day.